Oh, it was a train wreck, Browner. An absolute train wreck. I've never heard the band play that poorly. What were you doing during the warm-up? I give you one simple job to do and everything falls apart. Where were the sideline markers?
Well...
And why were the trombones 3 feet off their guidelines?
Well...
Oh, I'll tell you why. It's because they were lining up off the clarinets, who obviously slept through the entire week's rehearsal. Did you check the uniforms like I told you to?
Well...
And what happened on the fanfare? We stumbled halfway across the field before the trumpets even figured out the second quarter was over. And where was the podium, Browner?
Well...
Oh, of course, you don't know. And do you know why you don't know?
Sir?
Sir. Is that all you can say is sir?
Well...
Don't give me that excuse, Browner. Just look at this list of things that went wrong. And those are the things I caught during the show. I haven't even looked at the films yet. You did film the halftime, didn't you, Browner?
Yes, sir, I sure did. I've already got the projector set up and ready to go in the band room.
Well, Browner, that makes one thing you've done right so far. Who knows, before the semester's over, you may have another hot streak.
Yes, sir.
Here's the rehearsal schedule for next week. Make sure it gets posted, and I want the music memorized by tomorrow. If you get a chance, take the trombones out and show them what a yard line looks like. And tell the clarinets I'm going to get him a seeing eye dog. And Browner, do me a favor. Don't help the drummers anymore. They were almost to the point where they could count to 4 in time before you started working with them. Did you hear them Saturday? It sounded like somebody threw a chicken in a fan. We have lots of work to do, Browner. I suggest you get busy on this while I go check out the film.
Yes, sir. I'll sure take care of it, Mr. Baker. I hope you enjoy the film.
I'm sure I will, Browner.
Browner, I've been meaning to tell you what a really fine job you've done for me as my assistant. Why, thank you, Mr. Baker. I'm glad you're pleased. Pleased? Why, Browner, pleased is not the word for it. How could I be merely pleased when your work has been so flawless? Gosh, Mr. Baker, I'm sure you don't mean flawless. Maybe wonderful or marvelous, but surely not flawless. Oh, but I can tell you're headed in that direction, Browner. You seem to have a natural feel for band directing. It's innate with you. It's intuitive, I can tell. Why, thank you, Baker. You've been a big help to me. I don't mind admitting that. You're very modest, Mr. Browner. That's indicative of the type of person that you are. Modest and talented. I don't understand why you don't have your own band. My own band? That has a really nice ring to it. When I have my own band, when I run the show, I'll never be unkind. I'll always be patient, you'll see, on that day when I have my own band. If it rains all week long and halftime shows go wrong, have my guarantee. I'll simply laugh, blame it on my staff. That's the way it's always done to me. When our sounds fill the air for that big halftime fanfare, all the noise of the crowd will still, and there won't be a crunch from the popcorn they munch, not when my band's on that field. How I long for that day when I have my way. I'll be in such demand, still I will be humble, you'll see. That's the way I'll be for my own band. Try to avoid ever raising my voice. Maybe I'll scream now and then. To my staff I'll be kind, they will love me so. We'll live in harmony. the team, and I'll never be mean. But if they're smart, they'll never disagree. And I'm sure, just like me, that someday they'll see, when they at last have their own band, everything's worth the sweat and toil and strain. I'll do it again. I'll do anything, 'cause I know that someday will come, and someday I'll have my own band, and they'll call me
Browner, you idiot! You did it again, Browner! You did it again!
I did what, sir?
The lens cap, Browner! The lens cap!
You wouldn't be referring to the lens cap on the camera that filmed the halftime show, would you, sir?
That is exactly the lens cap I'm referring to. Would you like to guess how the film turned out?
Well, sir, was it just a little bit on the dark side?
You might say that, Browner. You just might say that. But I don't want you to get the idea you did everything wrong. Indeed not, Mr. Browner. Do you remember all those awful sounds we talked about? The train wreck the band wasn't involved in on Saturday?
Well, sir, I guess you mean the trumpet fanfare?
And the percussion section that sounded like...
Chicken in a fan, sir.
Those are the sounds, Browner. Those are the golden tones that are right on the soundtrack with the halftime film that is a little on the dark side. You recorded them perfectly, Browner. Every little mistake is right there, just as clear as a bell. Every sour note, every out-of-tune chord, it's all there. How incredible it is you managed to achieve such absolute fidelity on a piece of tape only this wide. Surely yours is a very special type of genius.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks to you, Browner, this day is a total loss.
Mr. Baker,
Well, maybe not a total loss.
may I come in? I saw your note on the bulletin board, but it looks like you are busy.
Oh, no, come right in, Mindy. Browner was just leaving.
Sir?
Leaving, Browner. You were leaving.
Where was I going, sir?
Oh, to review your film. You know, the one that's a little on the dark side. Now go.
Yes, sir. Bye, Mindy.
Bye, Mr. Browner. Gosh, Mr. Baker, the note said it was urgent that you see me. Is anything wrong?
Oh, no, nothing's wrong, Mindy. I just need a favor from you. What are you doing today at 4:30?
Why, nothing, Mr. Baker. And I'm free tonight, too.
Oh, well, that's real good, Mindy. Except Francis is expecting to see you this afternoon, not tonight.
Francis? Who's Francis?
Oh, he's a transfer quarterback who's new to our campus. The coach called, and he needs someone to show Francis around. Can you do it?
A quarterback? Why, sure, Mr. Baker. How will I recognize him?
Well, I understand he has a very distinctive walk.
Oh, I bet he swaggers like this.
Right now, that's probably about as close as he can come. But Mindy, this isn't going to be easy. There are some things you don't know about Francis. The coach said Francis has no confidence in himself. He needs some very special attention. He needs someone like you, Mindy, someone with your kind of talent who can inspire him to become a leader for our team. And we have very little time. The next game is in 2 weeks. Now, I wouldn't ask you to do this, Mindy, if I didn't have a great deal of confidence in you. Can you handle it?
Gosh, Mr. Baker, I may never have another opportunity to do something as important as this. You know I'll try my best. We all have gifts, we all have talents we can use. And I'll use mine to help my team not to lose. I'm just an average fan, just a twirler in the band. But if they need me, I'll see what I can do. I'm really very honored that they've asked for my support. But the situation's critical and the time is growing short. This is a great assignment. Check a quarterback's alignment. And maybe Mr. Kinsey can learn from my report. You may inquire about this fire that burns in me, and you may wonder, what can my reason be? Well, I really think I ought to do or die for alma mater. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Why not me? We majorettes have a rare destiny. On that one point, there is no question. Our job is to keep the morale high for our boys out there in the field. We don't do this for any personal glory. Oh, perhaps it does make our mothers feel a little proud to see us out there in the field, turning blue in 20 degrees of temperature. But mainly, we do it as our small way of contributing to a greater cause, answering the highest calling an American girl can strive for. This is a selfless endeavor. This transcends pride and personal ego. This is what America is all about. Oh, sure, we may spend hours twirling a stick, but they are not wasted hours. America wants to see a twirling stick. It helps us forget about hunger and poverty and injustice. It helps us to focus on all the positive things in life. We have been blessed in so many ways in our great nation. God has not allowed a single Sunday to be without a ball game on television. They can't say that in Russia. There is no NFL in East Berlin. As long as godless communism reigns supreme in our world, there will be no little girls twirling sticks in January. These thoughts are ever present on the mind of every majorette as we do our routines on the field. Every twirl, every high toss, and every strut is our way of helping our nation realize the great American dream. And what is the great American dream? It's an undefeated season. Now when the team needs a friend, call on me. I am known for my great loyalty. If the scoreboard's showing zeros, I will still support my heroes. And they'll score later on, thanks to me. I want to make the entire football team so very proud of me. If we're losing every game, I will always be the same. Yelling loud, being proud, that's for me. 'Cause I'm a team girl, the entire team girl. 'Cause I'm a team girl, highly esteemed girl. They're gonna win this year. I'm gonna yell and cheer. Rah, 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 rah. Team girl all the way. There's more to being a majorette than just twirling. Now when the team needs a friend, call on me. There's no end to my great loyalty. Unless the end's a member of the football team, remember, I'm a team girl. I mean a team girl. I'm for the team, oh yeah.